Wake up, NWA. It's time for your morning kiss. It's Dominic Blake on Kiss 105.3 and 1340.
I couldn't live without you.
Where hip-hop and R&B lives.
Good morning, world. You're tuned into Morning Kiss with Dom Blake. I am Dominique Blake, the voice of NWA. Happy Monday, everyone. We are back with you at the hottest station in the nation and NWA's favorite morning show. Shout out to our faithful KISS crew. That is each and every one of you that are tuned in religiously to support this messy, educational, inspirational, and amazing show. We love you guys. So listen up. We are live in the KISS NWA studios doing what we do best to kick your week off. I got my KISS family in the building. Mr. Noel Sosa, my producer and right-hand man, and of course, my male perspective every single week while we talk about all the topics in news and entertainment. Thank you, Sosa. I really appreciate you being that male perspective. It's necessary. I don't want my guys to feel left out.
You know we got you.
Yes, so, we have the best job ever, and that's because we get to bring you the hottest topics in entertainment and in today's news, all while keeping you motivated, laughing, smart, and cultured. So thank you again for tuning into Morning Kiss. You could be tuned into any other station, so we definitely appreciate you being here with us on Kiss 105.3 FM and 1340. We have an amazing show in store for you today, but before we get to it, we have to let our listeners and viewers know you can tune in right here each and every Monday to listen live on both Kiss 105.3 FM on the PPBC app, and definitely follow us on Instagram at Morning Kiss with Dom Blake. Today's show is brought to you by Diamond Training, Live On Labs, Layered Coffee, and Washita Farms. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we'll be checking in with Sosa and our special guest, the family over at First T NWA. These gentlemen have brought some fantastic information just to let NWA know what they're bringing to the table and all the amazing things that they have lined up for us to look forward to. Keep it right here on Kiss 105.3 FM and 1340.
Good morning, sunshine.
Yeah, wake up.
Here's a big morning kiss. It's the Morning Kiss with Dominique Blake on Kiss 105.3 and 1340, where hip-hop and R&B lives. The host with the most always has the best guests. Find out who's in the hot seat on the Morning Kiss with Dominique Blake, only on Kiss 105.3 and 1340.
We are back. Thank you guys for tuning into Morning Kiss. I am Dom Blake, your host that does the most. Sosa, good morning, sir. Talk to us and tell us about your eventful weekend. Listen, I've been seeing you on the gram. You have been everywhere doing everything. You know what I mean? So how was your little mini vacation? And are you happy to be back in NWA?
I mean, of course, I'm always glad to be back, but it was a good time. Like I said, spending some time with the family out on the golf course.
Yeah.
My own personal little sanctuary.
Yes.
It was a beautiful thing, man.
Listen, I don't know if you guys noticed. I don't know how much time you spend with this guy. Now his entire wardrobe is just golf outfits. He doesn't wear anything else. And I'm just like, I'm watching the transformation and I'm like, okay, Sosa, I know I'm going to get you for Christmas. It's not that difficult, but it's good to see you enjoying life. And especially because outside is a little bit more open. I don't feel guilty doing things, Right? So
absolutely, man.
I think...
And you hit on something that's really funny too, man. Anytime you have a golfer on your Christmas list, that's so easy to shop for.
Super easy. I like easy. I hate having to be like, oh my God, what do I get this person? Like, listen, I'm the easiest person to shop for. I do the same things all the time, and I'm going to love it just like you packed up $1 million and gave it to me. Seriously. All right. So we had a super successful weekend with the NWA Women's Business Conference.
Congratulations on that.
Thank you so much. My entire family is in town. They came to support it and just really, keep the energy going. I have a lot of things going on. So I wear like 75 different hats.
Come on now.
So, the time, whenever I get to be here with the KISS family and just meet different people like you, awesome guys that are in studio this morning that I'm going to announce very shortly. I am so excited just to find out what else is happening in NWA and how we can expand and grow and help each other. So without further ado, we have the most amazing organization in studios this morning, and it's called First T. So for the people that have never heard about First T before, you guys are a youth organization that kind of mentor the youth here at NWA by way of golf. How amazing. Round of applause for these guys.
We'll do a golf clap. Golf clap.
So we have Mr. Randy Herbin. Is that how I pronounce that?
That's
I
right.
hate butchering people's names, right? Randy Herbin and Mr. Isaac Tellez, right? That's easy.
Yep.
All right. Well, welcome to Morning Kiss, gentlemen.
Thank
I'm
you.
so happy to have you in studios this morning. So I want you to talk about what First Tee is all about. What can people expect, and how long have you guys been in the game with this organization, just working with youth?
We just celebrated our 15th anniversary in Northwest.
Birthday.
Thank you. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So what's the vision? What is First Tee all about? Like, if you had to sum it up in 10 to 15 seconds, and I said, you know what? I think that you guys are right, but you know what makes you different than other youth organizations in the nation?
We are focused on developing life skills through our core values to the kids in our community. Awesome. And we just happen to do it through the game of golf. And we teach kids things as respect, integrity, honesty, and a variety of things that come with the game of golf, which is phenomenal. And so we've been at it 15 years. We've got it down pat pretty well. And it's time for us to break out in Northwest Arkansas and let the community know and experience more of it.
I agree. And you speak of integrity and, just those core values. Sometimes you kind of look out into the world and it's missing, and I think that it's very important that we get back to the basics of what makes human beings great. I think that when we really get back to the core of it and get back to what's important, every single thing that you just said, all the things that you guys are focused on is what we need to put back into the youth, because after all, in 70 years when, we probably won't be around, they were handed the baton off to them, and we're teaching them how to treat the planet, the world, their peers. So talk to me about the relationship between you guys. You seem to be in sync here. I feel like this is a wonderful partnership. So Mr. Isaac, tell us about your role with First Tee and how you guys just came to be and how you're so successful.
It was actually kind of interesting. I applied for a marketing position, and Randy said, hey, hold on, I got something coming. And so with our discussion and our conversation, our mission aligned on what we want to do with the youth. For me, it's a very personal gift. It's a profession, right? It's my career. But for me, it's personal because I come from an underserved community. And so I want to make sure that whatever we bring to the kids, that it's legit and that we can push them forward in the future, right? And so that's how our partnership started, and having those conversations.
So I'm going to ask right now, where are you born and raised, and where are you born and raised?
I was born and raised in Chicago.
All right.
Yeah.
Chi-Town.
Yeah.
Nice. And Isaac?
So I was born in El Paso and raised between El Paso and East LA.
Excellent. So what in the world brought y'all to NWA?
So I moved to Heber Springs, Arkansas in 7th grade.
Okay.
And then went to school at the U of A.
All right.
I was a pharmaceutical clinical research guy, and we traveled all over the world and decided to come back to this wonderful community 15 years ago and be part of the community and give back in various ways. So that's why we're here.
Awesome. So how often, this is the obvious question, but how often do you guys get to golf?
I try to golf once a week.
Okay. And so from a woman's perspective, right now, as I'm watching Sosa kind of have this transformation period into, you're just so much more invested in golf. And it seems to be therapeutic. So talk to us about what golf means to you as individuals, as people that are mentoring the youth using golf. What does golf mean to you on a spiritual and psychological level?
It's a wonderful game. I've played it since I've been 12 years old.
All right.
That's a long time if you look at me.
Look at him.
But it's taught me so much about discipline, perseverance, how to relate to older and other people. And it really is it's an amazing sport. And it's all you. There's no teamwork. It's all on you. So if you're having a bad day, you got to giddy up and get with it. And so it's the monkey's on your back, and you got to get after it. So,
I can totally relate. Now listen, track is not exactly like golf. However, in the individual sense, it's just you and the start and the finish line. So there's no help. If something's happening in the middle of the race, I can't tag somebody to come on in and take my place. I have to run through the line. If my hamstring is acting up, I'm like, oh God, I hope I make it. So through now listen, I am no golf expert. So for all the people that out there that are non-golf experts, talk to us about, how long a golf game actually takes.
If you play 18 holes, it's going to take you about 4.5 hours.
Woo!
Okay. And the beauty is we just transformed our location.
Okay.
And we created a par 3 9-hole course.
Oh.
That's really custom to the kids. So you can play that track in less than an hour.
And where is this located?
It's at our Lowell facility.
Okay, well, so I need to get out there, and I think we need to bring the KISS crew out there. We need to bring the van. We need to bring the cameras, and we need to have a firsthand experience and tour of this beautiful facility that you guys have available for the youth here in NWA.
And it really is beautiful, man. I had a chance to go out there and check it out, obviously, when we connected in person. And really, that is just a top-notch place. And I can just see to have those type of tools accessible to our youth here in Northwest Arkansas. I think that's just an exceptional blessing.
Yes.
I mean, just beautiful facility with all types of equipment, indoor and outdoor elements to it. I think that's amazing. But Dom, if you don't mind,
yes,
I'd like to ask Isaac that same question that you asked Randy. I mean, Isaac, because like you said, you come from, an underserved community, man. What does golf mean to you, my brother?
Golf is a fun sport, right? When ups and downs are horrible, or it can be great, right? So for me, it's part of my upbringing. I was exposed to the game of golf from Father Greg. We call him G. He runs one of the largest gang interventions in East LA called Homeboy Industry. Mm-hmm. And he just kind of took me to a golf course with my cousins, and we went out there. And so we come from a background of baseball. And so we went out there trying to kill the ball. Needless to say, he kind of laughed at us for a little bit, and he enjoyed that. But it was probably one of the sports that for me was very difficult to play. But what I learned through the game of golf as I get older is that there's not a lot of diversity in the game of golf. And so for me, again, I take it back to the personal thing. Everything I kind of do in life is personal. I work with youth because it's personal for me. I play golf because I want to diversify the sport. That's personal for me. I live in Bella Vista. I play golf, and honestly, there's not a lot of people that look like me when I walk in a golf course. And so for me, it's important to interact with all kinds of people so they can understand who we are, and so I can better understand who they are.
I agree. You know what? And I tell this to Sosa all the time. Representation is very important because for the most part, once the brain and the eyes are exposed to something, it then becomes real. It takes a really unique individual to imagine something out of thin air and then bring it, to life. So for the youth, and just take it a step further, even not just youth, but just for human beings in general. Yeah. Once we see something, we then believe we can achieve it. So that is phenomenal. I definitely identify with that. Just being here in Northwest Arkansas as a woman of color, there are not a whole lot of people that look like me. Yeah. So it's very important for me to take risks and do it with audacity and a certain level of boldness, with confidence. So I'm very happy to be aligned with people like Sosa and like you guys that are doing it, doing things that have never been done and doing it with a smile. Come on, Randy. Awesome smile.
And that's a really interesting perspective, man. That's why I was really curious to hear your answer to that. Because it's funny, man. I mean, I'm in the same boat, right?
Yeah.
And I kind of get that when I'm out on the course. I kind of feel like kind of representing out here, That's why I'm really trying to clean up my golf game. Let me tell you something right now. I don't even have a handicap. I'm bad out there right now.
You just got a cap.
Right. That's it. So I'm working on it because I do want to, like you said, man, just create those connections.
Absolutely.
And create an environment to where, hey, we're out here. And it works both ways,
Well, and it's paving the way for those kids that we're teaching, right? Because we're going into the schools and we're facilitating this curriculum. It's important that they understand, like, hey, I understand where you're coming from and how you see things, this sport, but I want to change that. That's my goal.
And, talk to me about the size of the groups that you're dealing with children. Yeah,
so the mobile unit, the character development mobile unit, we're working directly with the Springdale School District. And so we currently serve 2 schools, George Elementary and Turnbull Elementary. We each have anywhere between 13 and 15 kids that show up every time we go. George will see twice a week. Turnbull once a week. And we just go out there and teach them life skills, character development, social emotional learning, and financial literacy, which is very important.
Awesome. Key words. Say that again. What else do you teach them?
Financial literacy.
Wow. Okay. So that is something that I say all the time. Like, we spend all this time in school. You know, Pythagoras' theorem is very important, but when we get to be adults, we need to know how to balance a checkbook, how to do taxes, credit's important. Yeah. We need to know all these things that we don't necessarily spend a lot of time on coming up in grade school or even, high school.
When you say we, but our kids, man, were so excited to learn about saving. Like, that was the first thing they said is, all right, let's talk about savings. And so that was fun to hear them say that.
I think when you put a positive spin behind anything and you're teaching it, there's nothing to compare it to. So if you're starting them out this way, it's not hard in the long run. It's just what we do. It's our normal. You know what I mean? So if I have a group of kids, how can they get involved? Where can we find you guys?
So right now we currently working in the schools. However, in the summer, we do kind of have a break. And so we're trying to find community parks, community apartment complexes, anywhere where we can set up, because we have this mobile unit that has everything. Okay. Where you come set up and just serve the kids, because that's our hope.
How can we find you on social media? All the kids are on social media. All the parents are on social media.
We have an Instagram page, First T NWA.
And that's spelled?
FIRSTTEENWA.
Excellent. All right. So I think that, I would love to, if you guys would have me. I actually am most passionate about speaking to children, right? They're the most impressionable, and you get such an amazing light bulb reaction whenever you go and you can really connect to them and just let them understand that, hey, I was once a kid and these are the things that I did to get here. And so they can make that direct, it's just relatable. You know what I mean? When you see somebody that looks like you and they're where you want to be, you really take your pen and your notepad out a little bit faster to take notes and to just hop on board. They're more invested. So is there anything else that you want to let us know about First Tee? What do you guys have coming up next? What can we look forward to?
Yeah, I would like to say we just started a program. Golf needs more women in the game of golf.
Oh, so sorry. I think I will this into fruition. Boom. We've been talking about this and the universe has delivered. Come on, Randy.
So we just started our first program. It's a 5-week program, and we have 13 women in the program.
I'm signing up.
Yep. And it's wonderful. And we start with putting, then chipping, and then we go into full swing.
When can I
My
sign
wife's in the program, and she never played golf. I can't teach her because doesn't work out very well.
Hold on a second now. Wait a minute. So if I want to sign up today, Randy, how do I do that?
You come to our website or call the office.
Okay, and what's your website?
FirstTNWA.org.
Oh my God, you just made my day.
Yeah,
Thank you so much. Guys, I think it's wonderful that you guys have stopped by to just let NWA know about all these amazing resources for youth and for women. And just, about the game of golf. I don't think it's something that's spoken about enough, and it's an untapped resource.
One other thing.
Yeah.
Any kid in Northwest Arkansas can play our 9-hole course free of charge. We've got clubs and we've got everything. So come on out. That's what it's there for, and enjoy.
That is awesome. You know what? And we'll speak a little bit offline about some international ideas that I have that would be super awesome. So we got some stuff to talk about, Randy. Well, listen, you guys have been amazing. Thank you so much for being with us here in studio this morning on Morning Kiss. Guys, we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we're going to get to these hot topics, the word of the day, and my message of the day. Keep it right here on Kiss 105.3 FM and 1340.
You're checking out the Morning Kiss with Dominique Blake.
So much fun.
No fighting. Kiss 105.3 and 1340, where hip hop and R&B lives. Wake up with some coffee and some tea.
Yo, I listen to it every day.
It's the hottest topics of the day on the Morning Kiss with Dominique Blake, only on Kiss 105.3 and 1340.
We are back. Thank you guys for tuning into Morning Kiss right here on Kiss 105.3 FM. This is my favorite section of the show, Sosa. We're getting to the hot topics. So we're talking about all the trending and entertainment topics in just what's happening today in today's news. So our first hot topic is Jennifer Lopez is leaning on her ex-husband, Marc Anthony, amid their split between her and A-Rod. Listen, it's been just a confusing and hurtful time. Aww. Jennifer Lopez has been finding comfort in a familiar face since splitting from Alex Rodriguez, a really familiar face, in the days since she's officially split from A-Rod. So she's leaning on his shoulder. She's doing well. She's also filming a new movie in the Dominican Republic. The kids have visited her and they are making her the happiest, an insider from People magazine says. So Jennifer and Marc Anthony have a great relationship. Having Marc around while she has to work abroad has been very comforting. So I want to know y'all's perspective. We got a lot of male perspective in the studio this morning. So this is extra special for me because we don't always get to have this many guys in studio. So I'm gonna toss this to you first, Sosa, and then we're gonna toss it to Isaac because I think he has some awesome feedback on this. What do you think? She's leaning on her ex-husband.
Well, I mean, I've always been a big fan of. I was a fan of Marc Anthony.
I love Marc Anthony
and JLo. And, I mean, look, they're familiar. They started the family together. They've got history. And now that she's out of this relationship, I mean, it makes sense.
It does.
I mean, listen, if the love was real, then it's probably still there,
Yeah.
Even if it, maybe on a different level, but they're connecting. I'm cool with that. I like that, actually.
Isaac, JLo's single, so I wanted...
Man, so listen, me and my wife just had this conversation the other day.
Yeah.
And so she brought up, she's like, hey, JLo, she's leaving A-Rod. And I said, bam, baby, that's my chance.
I don't know your wife, but I like her.
But on a serious note, she also did mention it'll be cool for her to get back with Marc Anthony. So we didn't know that part, so she'll be happy to hear
allegedly, they split because she just had to be in the public eye all the time. I mean, JLo is a rock star.
Yeah.
And, for a woman of her age, she's never skipped a beat. She's never taken a break.
Right.
Like, if you think about her from In Living Color days through the Selena era, she has always been a trailblazer in my mind, and she's never slowed down.
Yeah.
So Marc Anthony, he's kind of a reserved guy.
Yeah.
So I think that, allegedly they didn't work out because of that, and I can totally believe that. So, good luck to her. I would like to see her and Marc get back together.
Yeah,
Maybe she can slow down a little to accommodate that relationship, but I'm here for it. I'm totally here for it. Are you here for it? Sosa, you here for that?
Absolutely.
All right. So our second hot topic is Megan Thee Stallion announces she's taking a break from music and recharging her mind, soul, and body. And I have to say, I have to jump out the window and say I totally agree. The Grammy-winning rapper shared an animated video of a lab where a computerized message for her hotties, her fan base, appeared. Just saying, Megan Thee Stallion is recharging due to the demands of the hot girl lifestyle. She's now entered a period of regeneration to prepare for what's next. And what's next is a season full of festivals. The music industry is now back on. A lot of people in the music industry for the past year have really suffered. The people behind the scenes that, do all the miking and engineering, they've had no work because we've had no concerts to go to. So concert season and festival season is officially back worldwide. And I'm excited because we get to, bring our radio family out and really celebrate and mingle with people in society. That's what we're used to. So I want to know, do you support this recharge, her taking a step back from social media? So what do you think about this?
I mean, absolutely. I support it. I think it's important to do that, to recognize that you need to do that. However, the other part of that is, they say when you're hot, like strike while the iron's hot.
Yeah.
Iron is real hot. So sometimes it can work for you. Sometimes it can work against you. The attention span of today's audience is a lot shorter than it used to be.
I agree.
So, we'll find out how it works out for her. But I think Megan, she's had the success she's had because she's a true talent. She actually has skills and abilities. So I think she'll be all right. And I support that. Anything that you can do for yourself to clear your mind up, keep your energy on point, do that. Put yourself first. I like that.
There you go. And I'm going to say, Megan, I think you should take up golf. I think it would be awesome for her to use golf.
Come on
I
down.
think Randy would agree with me. I think it'd be good for her mental and her spirit. All right, guys. So a DC pastor used $3.5 million in fraudulent PPP loans to buy himself a Tesla. FBI says. So, according to Daily Beast, a Washington, D.C. pastor could be facing a maximum sentence of 20 years behind bars after, as allegedly by federal investigators, he's fraudulently obtained Paycheck Protection Program funds and using them to buy just things for a lavish lifestyle. Really, Pastor? This is what we're doing with PPP money? Come on.
Man.
Listen, after he was awarded the loans, he allegedly funneled the federal cash into 11 of his own personal bank accounts, using it to buy meals at restaurants, groceries, instruments for the church. Come on. And in 2018, a Tesla Model 3 for $60,000. He also made $10,000 deposit on a home and paid down on his own credit card bills. And it's messy. It's messy. It's bad for the church. I don't know what church he's a part of, but honestly, what do you guys think about this PPP period that we're in with big businesses just, taking advantage of this? It can be really great for a lot of organizations and individuals, and it's really turning out to be a poop show for a lot of people.
Yeah, it's I'm a business owner.
Yeah.
As well as running the First Tee, which is a nonprofit charity organization. And I can tell you a PPP loan made a big difference in those organizations. Not only the organizations, but the people within the organizations. Right. And that enabled them to continue life.
Yeah.
During some really challenging times. So when I hear someone that is not displaying integrity and honesty as a pastor, a role model to a lot of people, it hurts me. And because he or she is taken away from a lot of other people in need. And it bothers me. That's not right.
For the rest of the good ones out there trying to do the right thing with their team.
Man, it's like what Randy just said. I mean, listen, the organizations and people, just everyday people who need this, who are benefiting from this at the time where they need it the most. And then you got people abusing the system. They call that messing up the game.
Yeah, yeah. So
and it goes back to who's watching the kids, right?
Right.
Like for us, we're working with youth, so it's important that what we put out there and what the kids are watching, they're going to see that, and so we got to be careful on what we do with that.
Man, right? Because now they're looking at a pastor do it like
if the
that.
pastor is doing it, we can definitely do that.
Right. And it's just like you said, a bad look.
It is a bad look.
So in the game of golf, we need the pastor on the golf course because he's not going to be pencil whipping his score. Okay? We're going to teach him a little bit about how to be honest with a lot of integrity.
There you go. Randy's got the plan, and I'm digging it. Yeah. Listen, our last hot topic and our WTAF story of the day is a Washington doctor charged with attempted kidnapping of a estranged wife in exchange for Bitcoin. So some Bitcoin.
What is going on? What is going on?
Neonatal physician out of Washington is facing 20 years in prison after trying to have his estranged wife kidnapped by a hitman he found on the dark web. He planned on using Bitcoin to pay for the bounty. So according to the Spokesman Review, Dr. Ronald Craig was charged last week with attempted kidnapping after FBI investigators were made aware of the plot by his wife. His estranged wife said an unnamed international news organization that was investigating the dark web told her about the plot, and then she tipped the FBI off. So basically, guys, this is I don't understand. You can do a lot with Bitcoin. Bitcoin has drastically increased in value just because where we are right now in the world and what's happening with the actual paper dollar. And Bitcoin is a way for people to really purchase things without having a trace. There's no bank account. However, they did track them down on the dark web, so it wasn't all good for that doctor. And his wife knows, or his estranged wife knows, she's about to get whacked. So what do you think about, people just taking things that far and trying to use Bitcoin to do it?
I guess 2021, this is how we're ordering up hits now. Put my hit on the bit, please.
The pandemic, we've seen a lot of crazy stories. People just either having cabin fever or just going stir crazy because of anxiety or whatever the case may be. Imagine being locked into a house with maybe somebody you're married to that you don't really care. You thought you knew them, but you actually didn't because you guys are going to work every single day and you just come home to sleep and eat and then you're gone again. And then being in the house for a year together, you're like, oh my God, who did I marry? So we're seeing that a lot. So really, people, word to the wise, get to know who you're marrying, talk to them, turn off the cell phones and the computers and the TV, go for a walk.
Have a conversation.
Right? Have a conversation. That old school thing, not meeting, not just hiding behind your cell phone.
Right.
So
that's why A-Rod no more.
I agree. So listen, guys, that is it for our hot topics. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we're going to get into our word and message of the day.
Good morning, sunshine.
Yeah, wake up.
Here's a big morning kiss. It's the Morning Kiss with Dominique Blake on Kiss 105.3 and 1340, where hip hop and R&B lives. Wake up, NWA. It's time for your Morning Kiss. It's Dominique Blake on Kiss 105.3 and 1340.
I couldn't live without you.
Where hip hop and R&B lives.
We're back. Thank you guys for tuning into Morning Kiss. Today's show is brought to you by Diamond Training, Live On Labs, Laird Superfoods, and Washita Farms. Diamond Training, NWA's #1 personal training company. Virtual, local, and mobile. Located at 1641 West 15th Street, suite number 15. Rated #1 on Google for amazing customer service and guaranteeing results. Call today for your free personal training session, 479-312-0296. Remember to mention special code DTKISS to get $200 off any package purchase. Visit online, dvbdiamondtraining.com. On Instagram, @DiamondTrainingNWA. Live On Labs, the world's best liposomal vitamins and supplements are here. Live On Labs is giving us the opportunity to outsmart our body's restrictive nutrient transport system with a better way to absorb vitamins. No more capsules. It's vitamins in a gel that's 10 times more effective. Take advantage of the 6 liposomal supplements, which include vitamin C, magnesium, and B complex. Take it from me as an Olympic athlete. These vitamins have helped me to get to the goal and boost my immune system. Guys, head over to Kiss NWA to grab some Live On Labs. Laird Superfoods. Jumpstart your day with the premium all-natural ingredients of Laird Superfoods. Dairy-free, organic, soy-free, simple, clean, whole food ingredients for you and for me. Accessible for everyone. Some of their products includes Focus Coffee, creamers, protein, coconut water, and Harvest snacks. Head over to kissnwa.com to receive 10% off each purchase. Washita Farms. Washita Farms is a local family-owned company that creates a wide range of products that are high in CBD and will continue to stay on the forefront of the green research here in Arkansas. Their Magic Brownie and CBD products will definitely take you to the next level. And some of them, honestly, guys, I have a surprise for you. I'm going to give you some before I leave. All right. And I want you guys to head over to WashitaFarms.com. That's OUACHITAFARMS.com and use special code Dominique15 to receive 50% off all your orders. If you would like to advertise your business on Morning Kiss, send us a DM on Instagram at Morning Kiss with Dom Blake or call 479-312-0296 and we'll get you hooked up so you can tell the world why your business or product is so amazing. Guys, we're going to jump into our word of the day. And today's word is entelechy. Entelechy is a noun. So from a philosophy point of view, the definition is the realization of potential. The second definition is the supposed vital principle that guides the development and functioning of an organism or other system or organization. That's awesome. So I like that. Examples of entelechy in a sentence is the instructor intended to guide all students to discover their own entelechy. The entelechy of a tadpole is to develop into a frog. I like that, entelechy. So you guys slide that into your vocabulary and use it. My final message of today is find your tribe and go where you vibrate high. I am a firm believer in not allowing myself to be around unhappy, non-productive energy. And if you find your people that motivate you and guide you to the goal, guide you to success, latch on to them, make sure you're nurturing them and support them, right? Because we're in the people business, whether we want to believe it or not. People need people. People need people to thrive and survive. I'm sure you guys are married. You found your partner in life. And so we have to find our people that make us vibrate high. Do you guys agree?
Hey, absolutely.
All right.
100%.
So I think that's an amazing message of the day, Sosa. Now we're going to close out. That is it for our show today. We've come to an end of another amazing show. So a special thank you to our special guest of the First TNWA, Mr. Randy and Mr. Isaac. I thank you guys so much for stopping by the KISS NWA studios this morning. I'm really appreciative of the information that you shared about your organization and how we can help our youth through golf, and not only youth, women as well. So I'm signing up today, Sosa. Listen, and so I really, really love the message. And Mr. Sosa, thank you for being an amazing producer, as usual, bringing us another amazing show. And a major thank you to all our listeners and viewers, aka our KISS crew, for tuning in. I want to thank you guys for tuning in right here each and every Monday, 9 a.m. Central, to Morning KISS on 105.3 FM and on the Stream by PPBC app. And so I want you guys to tell a friend so we can spread the word about the morning's hottest show. Also, subscribe to our YouTube channel, Morning KISS with Don Blake. Be sure to bang that bell so you can be notified as soon as we upload a video. Like, share, leave a comment so we can see what you guys think about the hot topics and our special guest that we have in studio. Also, follow us on Instagram at Morning KISS with Dom Blake. I am your host, Dominique Blake, the voice of NWA. Until next time, I love you guys and have a great day.
Good morning, sunshine.
Yeah, wake up, wake up, wake
Here's
up.
a big morning kiss. It's the Morning Kiss with Dominique Blake on KISS 105.3 and 1340, where hip hop and R&B lives.